Hello everybody, welcome back to Skubana e-commerce TV. Today we're going to talk about FBA merch.
Amazon merch.
Amazon merch.
Merch by Amazon.
Alright,
Is that actual correct?
let me fucking correct myself.
No, I don't do that.
No, it's fine.
It's better when it's raw.
See, it's even better.
Even
Raw.
that part. We're going raw.
We're going raw.
No fucking editing here.
So who better to invite to our office than the experts at merch?
Yeah.
So we can talk a little bit about what you guys are up to, introduce yourself to the audience, let's make it happen.
We're the so-called experts.
Well,
We're not really experts.
So you guys are actually like working your way towards actually tearing up at merch.
Yeah.
Right? So just talk about how you started, talk about the life cycle.
Sure. We can talk about, we'll talk about what it is.
And introduce yourself.
I'm Anthony Bashilio.
Kevin Lavonis.
Nice to meet you. We've known Chad for only, about 6 months now?
Could be longer.
Could be longer, but we're here today to talk about Amazon merch or merch by Amazon. If you've never heard of it, I'll explain to you what it is. I explained to you what it is. And did you ever get the...
I never got approved yet.
My mom did it and got approved like a week later. My mom's got more clout.
Right, so
No.
I heard that merch accounts are worth $9,000 or anything.
They probably are,
are, yeah.
but I would reapply anyway. They say just keep sending an invitation once a month just to do it. And for all of you out there, it's free. You should definitely do it. You go to merch.amazon.com, put your email address in. Even if you know nothing about what I'm talking about, just do it anyway because it's a free invitation. If you get it, you might be happy you got it.
So 30 seconds, go. What's merch?
Okay.
You want to explain it?
Go.
Explain it? All right. So Amazon has given sellers like us the opportunity to take designs, upload them on their platform, and then if someone from Amazon purchases that T-shirt or that design, Amazon prints it on the T-shirt, sends it to the customer.
It's called print on demand.
Correct.
Right.
So let's talk about the cut that Amazon takes and the cut that you guys would take in the deal.
So you get 35% royalty on every shirt that's sold. So just to give you numbers, if you sell a shirt for $20, you're getting paid $7. No inventory, no overhead, no employees, no back-end search terms, no listings to make, no fucking nothing. You're just finding a way to get designs made, whether you do them yourself or you outsource designs. You upload them, and you literally make a title and 2 bullet points. That's it. There isn't even a back-end listing to build. There's no search terms to enter, nothing. Your keywords, you just pepper them in the bullets and title. That's it.
Like it's literally 4 steps. You take the design, you upload it, you choose front or back, you choose the colors,
awesome.
You choose the price points, title, bullet points, product description, submit, and then there's a review
So let's
process.
talk about how do you find what do you want to make, a cat shirt, a bat shirt, a taco shirt,
Okay.
a CrossFit shirt, like
So-
how do you come up with the ideas?
Came up with 2 categories.
And then, hold up real quick, come up with how did you first get the people to design? Because I know you guys have a crazy story about your design hacking day that you did.
Oh,
one day.
Design-a-thon.
Design-a-thon.
All right, so number one.
Let's go before that, actually. So when we got approved, the first thing that we did was what? The first day I said, let's just get something up, like today.
Oh yeah. You know what we did? I'll tell you exactly what we did.
Because- yeah.
You remember when that Kermit the Frog meme that was going around, evil Kermit and the other Kermit. So we're like, hey, let's make like not use actually Kermit, but let's use those words from that meme, which are funny words.
Okay.
Like I shouldn't go out tonight. I'm gonna get blasted. Whatever, all that stupid shit they were doing. And we launched like 10 of those, and not one sold. It was the biggest buy.
I gotta say this.
Worst T-shirts ever.
We
made.
actually thought we're gonna crush this evil Kermit. It's gonna go viral.
Yeah.
As an entrepreneur, you're an opportunist, or
But when you're first approved, though, how many can you launch onto merch?
So when we first did it in October, it was 25. This is what happened. We got approved, 25 tier, 2 shirts a day till you hit 25. 3 days after we got approved, this is back in November last year, November, all of a sudden they froze the whole platform. Amazon was at capacity. They couldn't print the shirts fucking fast enough.
Wow.
They shut down the whole submissions until the middle of January. They shut it down for almost 2 months. Where we couldn't do anything. No one could do nothing.
And is this before your hackathon?
Yeah, this is before Design-a-thon. No, we had Design-a-thon even, so we decided, you know what, we know we're going to get back up. They're not going to shut down the platform. They're just redoing the back end.
Okay.
Let's get designs made, ready to go. So we do get back on, let's go. So Kevin had a great idea. We all had a great idea. We thought about it. We had this kid that we knew that was a student designer at Montclair State University over in Montclair. And we said, how many kids you got in your class? Oh, we have like 40 kids and they just do design. I'm like, all right, 40 students. So we put on an event, we made an Instagram ad, a Facebook ad, we call it Design-a-thon. And we went after student graphic designers that were home for winter break, because they're all home for like a month and a half. and we got, I think, 10 designers to show up.
Yeah.
We offered them $50 a day for a 2-day event, plus prizes and cash
How much is
bonuses. $50 a day for each one for 2 days.
That's awesome.
So they make 200
Cash
bucks.
for food.
And these are students,
Yeah.
right?
Understood.
Breakfast-
Guys, this is genius. This
Yeah.
isn't just
Yeah.
nothing to like smile about or smirk about. Like
Yeah.
you guys paid them, and they're in college, but they're actually people that want to do the job.
Well,
They
yeah.
this is what they do all fucking day
Yeah,
anyway.
they love doing it.
Yeah.
And their passion.
I want to say one thing first. So when we listened to all the podcasts, we did our due diligence before we launched Design-a-thon. So we're like, everyone does Fiverr. Let's just do Fiverr. But it just didn't work for us.
Garbage.
Yeah.
So like our mentality is, if something works, do more of it. Fiverr didn't work for whatever reason at that time period. Maybe we didn't have enough knowledge, whatever.
So real quick, what did you award the people? Like 1, 2, 3.
So instead of doing 1, 2, 3, what we did was we had little mini contests throughout the day. Like,
Okay.
all right, everybody, real quick. Whoever could design the coolest package for the next 15 minutes, we're all gonna vote on it. First place gets $20, second place 10, third place 5.
So
and then they would design a
you
package.
had a timer.
Yeah, timer. We'd all vote on it, and we did shit like
Who's
that.
the all vote? You.
And the
Everyone in the
students,
office.
everyone in the office.
Everyone.
Because they were all cool, nice kids. They were all honest, and you can't vote for yourself. We said so.
Okay.
It worked out good. We fed them breakfast and lunch. They got paid plus cash bonuses, and then at the end of it, Kevin had a great. I said, look, do you guys still want to design on the side to make extra money when you're in college? They said, yeah. We set them all up with Venmo. We said, all right. So listen, here's Google Drive folder. We made one for each of you. Okay. When you're home, you submit a design. As soon as it comes through, I'll Venmo you $5. You do 10 a week, $50.
Actually, the language is this: who wants to continue Design-a-thon? Everyone's like, I do. See, when you go back to school, you can still make designs and then
Right.
just submit it to us, and we'll Venmo you the money immediately.
So usually, how much money do you spend on Design-a-thon? Upfront.
The whole event probably cost us about $1,500. I
And
would
how many
say,
designs do you get of it?
like 300.
So what's the cost of that per design?
$5.
It's about $5.
$5.
Yeah.
$5 per design.
Now our designs are like we're getting them now done for about $2. We have a whole process systems, Philippines,
Okay.
of their virtual assistant managing the designers, the whole thing, and now it's about $2 a design. Which the whole key to this merch thing too is that a lot of designs never will sell. So you really got to get your cost down as low as possible. You can't pay $8-10 a design like some people are paying, and they're losing this.
So here's the key. One very important metric is how much are you making per month per design live. So if you have 1,000 T-shirts live, you should be making anywhere between $3 to $7 per month per live design.
Right. So if you have 1,000 tier or 1,000 live, you should be netting about $3,000 to $7,000 royalty for that month.
And
And
then
now there's guys that are at the 8,000 tier
They're doing-
that are clocking.
some
They're
guys are
making
doing
30,
10, some
30,
guys are
40,
doing $12 a
50 grand a
design.
month. You know,
So
it's
what are, you
serious
guys,
business.
what are you guys netting right now? Right, we're in July.
Yeah.
What'd you hit for June on
We,
royalties? Honestly, if you don't mind sharing.
No, we actually do this all the time.
Yeah, we have the podcast. We're very transparent. with
Oh yeah,
everything.
just mention your podcast by the way.
Our podcast is called Amazon Merch Jersey Edition, and then we have our Facebook group and the YouTube. It's all called the same thing: Amazon Merch Jersey Edition, YouTube, podcast, Facebook group.
Damn.
Now we went. So let me go back real quick. So when we started 25 tier, you started at, and then you go to 100. And then once the unfreeze happened again, you started at 10. 10 tier once a day till you hit 10 sales, and then they don't just tier you automatically. They do it in waves. Like all of a sudden they'll tier up like all these people.
So what's the magic number for June?
For June, we just hit the 1,000 tier. We're waiting to get tiered to 2,000. We just did 2,100 of royalties.
So that's actually below the mark.
We're actually
That's below-
Free and clear, $2,100.
yeah, but it's not where it should be. We should be at more like 4,000.
So what are you gonna do to get to 4,000?
So now what we did was we went and did some competitor spy analysis to see all these other shirts that have a BSR of less than 100,000 do really well in the clothing department, and to see what they were doing as opposed to what we were doing differently. And what we noticed was a lot of guys were keyword stuffing the fuck out of their listings, which Amazon doesn't want you to do.
In the titles or
In the bullets,
In the bullets.
right? So Amazon doesn't want you to do that, but we were so, because Amazon, they can just shut you down, merch. It happens all the time. But we were so conservative that we realized that we had to go somewhere in the middle. We had to stuff a little bit more than we were doing, So now we have the VA going through and redoing all the bullets for all the listings. That's the only place to put keywords.
People were putting literally the bullet point would be keywords, colon, and then literally the keywords. But you're supposed to write it like someone can read it, not just like load it up
Right,
like
keyword density, not keyword stuff.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly. We always talk about it.
So $2,000, you're on track for $24,000 for the year. That's free money. I mean, essentially you had one event, right?
Yeah.
What was your all-in cost? You had the Design-a-thon, plus you had the people in the Philippines. I mean, how much have you put in so far to making $2,000 a month?
I would say that just this month we are now completely break even from the beginning to now, and moving forward now should
So you
be.
didn't invest any more money.
Yeah.
You'd be just netting free and clear 2K a month.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
definitely, 100%.
Yeah, like we have one evergreen T-shirt that sells between 4 and 10 a day. Like it's in a high visible category. It's gonna sell, and it's a very
Yeah, we got ranked on our first
Very,
page
very
for highly
high.
competitive.
And what are you guys doing? Are you doing anything special for ranking at all?
Only thing that we're doing is we're using. You could use AMS.
Yep, headline ads.
Headline ads, and you can do sponsored products through AMS as well. And that's the only advertising platform that you could use for shirts. But if you don't have a Vendor Central login,
Yep.
you can't even have access to it. So you have to be an FBA guy to even have access to it. A lot of people that are in merch, they didn't come from FBA. They're just trying this out for the first time. You know, so they don't have access to
Well, that's why I
merch.
wanted to bring you guys on today, because
Yeah.
most people that are watching this are really into selling on Amazon
Yep.
as a marketplace seller, and a lot of people have no idea about merch.
Yeah, and most people don't. And I mean, look, like I said, go to merch. And we make no money off this, but go to merch.amazon.com. Just put your email address in for an invitation. If you get it, you get it. And you can literally build it on the side, working fucking a half hour a day. Just why not just do it? Because from what we understand, we're going to a merch conference in September.
In
Right?
Seattle.
In Seattle, right? It's not held by merch, by Amazon. It's held by a couple of the big leaders that are making money with merch, and they're trying to get Amazon people over there. That's why they're doing it there.
Yep.
But I had a point to that. I forgot what I was saying. Whatever, apply for it. And so from what we know, Amazon's gonna be rolling out print on. Right now, it's only shirts, coffee mugs, iPhone case, print on demand, hoodies, hats, all kinds of apparel.
So before we go, let's talk about the next 6 months, right? We just hit the
Yeah.
6 month mark for the year.
I'll tell you the goal.
Talk about your goals, where you want to be, and what are you going to do to get there?
The goal is to be at the 6,000 tier by the holidays. If we're
What
at
is
the
the 6,000 tier?
that means
6,000
so right
live
now,
t-shirts.
6,000 live T-shirts if they allow us to get to that level.
And you're tiered at what right now?
1,000. The
1,000.
next tier is 2,000. After that's 4. After that's 6.
How do you get tiered from 1,000 to 2,000? You have to sell more?
You have to fill. You have to have. So once you go from 1,000 to 2,000, then you get 40 submissions a day. If you don't hit your submissions for the day, they don't carry over. You lose. So 40 a day. So
Are you guys doing 40 a day?
right now we're doing 20 a day because that was allowed for the 1,000. Now we're waiting for them to say, okay, you can now do up to 2. So we're maxed at our tier right now.
You're doing 20 a day right
Yeah, right now, yeah. No, now we can't submit anymore. We literally have 1,000. We're just waiting for the tier up. It happens in waves. Every couple of weeks they just do it. As soon as we get it, we go to 40 a day. We should hit the 2,000 tier within 30 days, right? 40 a day times 30 days in a month, 2,000. So we should hit it, and then we should hit it by holidays as long as sales keep up with submissions. And then by that time, at 6,000 tier, we should be netting $18,000 to $30,000 a month. From a business with no employees, with no overhead, no inventory, no China, no packaging, no fucking shipping, none of that shit.
So we're launching a workshop called Accelerate. It's all about how to outsource, optimize, and automate.
Yeah.
I would love to have you guys on to talk about your process.
We would love to be there, pal.
You know, it's funny you say that because you were at the.
He has a really, real quick before I forget, he really came up with a sick process with Google Drive, the folder, Trello, Slack, using the VA, managing designers. Like his process is
So
the best
I
I've
want to
seen.
give Chad kudos here because
Trello,
like
yeah.
I think one of my greatest strengths is I'm a good observer. Like if something works for them, okay, we could adopt it. If it works for us, we'll adopt it. If not, we'll just toss it away. So you were speaking at that one event. I forgot the one event. Prosper Show.
Yeah.
No, the one in New York. What was the one in Brooklyn?
The one in Brooklyn one.
Ed Rosenberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a-
So we know that you're an organized process guy. So he's like, okay,
Very.
you had that.
He answers on fucking emails.
Yeah, you had that screen with all those tools and everything, and you mentioned VA. I said noted, wrote it down. Trello, okay, noted, wrote it down, and then Slack.
Yep.
So we just piece it together, and because of Slack, because of Trello, and because of the other pieces I took from another podcast, I'm using Google Drive. We put together a really sick process. It's like
For anybody who
I can
wants to
say like
outsource his entire business,
Yeah.
he has the process down.
yeah, it's pretty.
It's at the point now where the VA even submits the shirts for us. We don't even submit. She's doing everything, bro.
See, we've used
All
VA.
from the Philippines, from onlinejobs.ph.
So we gotta dive into some details here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, we don't have time today.
yeah,
I want to thank you guys for joining.
yeah. Anytime, dude.
Yeah.
Will you be on the next podcast next week?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool. Let's do that. I want to get you on the podcast. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, that's great.
Time for my side ball.